with quail, so they went with him. Unfortunately, they never auditioned him. They never found out when he goes on stage, he looks panicky. So, but it doesn't matter. You could pick anybody as a vice president, and it won't hurt you. That's been proven time and time again. I think Trump, you got to go, because he's the novice politician, he's new to Washington, you probably want to have a real seasoned veteran who knows their way around Washington. It's kind of what Obama did with Biden. Biden was like the guy who knew Capitol Hill better than anybody. He could get things done there, supposedly. So somebody like that. He'd also, if it's possible, a woman. People look for balance. Let's go to Felix in Pennsylvania. Hey, Felix.
Hey, good morning, Mark. Hey, I really flubbed that last one.
What was that?
My last call a couple days ago.
Oh.
I got stuck on a word. But, yeah, I'm a truck driver also, so I'm usually calling you when I'm driving. Yeah, I was responding to the whole thing still that, you know, they said that Donald Trump was afraid of Megyn Kelly, which was so erroneous.
Yeah.
And, you know, Meghan McCain, on her radio show, she had said that, oh, well.
Meghan McCain has a radio show?
Yeah, she does.
Who doesn't have a radio show now? Everybody has a radio show.
I know. Well, you know, she was so excited and said, well, Donald Trump was emasculated by a strong woman, Megyn Kelly. And you know what? The only guy that got emasculated in that whole debacle was Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, but wait a minute. It's Meghan McCain.
Yes, Meghan.
Father's John McCain. Trump really went after her father. So she obviously is going to hate Trump and say anything. So she's got to be, on the subject of Donald Trump, the least objective person there is.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Other than that, a nice person. But thanks for calling. Oh, speaking of Trump, you know, if you go into Trump Tower in the lobby, there's all kinds of stuff there, but in the sides of the lobbies, you walk through the lobby, there are these long counters where they sell stuff on one side, and they're great stuff. One side has all the Trump merchandise. It has the Trump golf club shirts, hats. It's great stuff. In fact, you should go in there today and buy it. I'll tell you why. That's on one side. They sell all the Trump books, Trump cups, Trump umbrellas, all stuff with that logo. Sometimes you see them wearing that stuff, and it looks good. Now, on the other side of that counter, they got all the Trump campaign stuff. Like you want the Make America Great Again hats, the red one, the white one, the black one, the camouflage one. They sell that there. So both sides, you got and they're beautiful counters, and they've got these beautiful wooden shelves behind them where they keep all the merchandise. Really elegant looking. So people go in there all the time. They're always buying this stuff. The city commission, I guess is it the Landmarks Commission or one of those commissions? They've now ruled that he has to remove those counters. That it's the Preservationist Commission. They said the original plan for Trump Tower was those would be benches along the side of the lobby. And I guess originally it's a beautiful marble lobby. I guess they were like stone benches. So they're saying that he's got to remove those counters and put the benches back. Now, I don't think he'll do that. He'll fight this. I'll tell you why. One thing is, I remember when he bought the Plaza Hotel. You remember the old lobby of the Plaza Hotel, those amazing couches, those incredible chairs? Well, I went in there with him once. This was years ago, and they were all gone. There was no place to sit anywhere in the lobby. And I said, what's all the chairs? He said, the first thing you do, take out all chairs, all seats, all couches. Never put those in a lobby, because you know who ends up sitting there. Not just homeless, but it's the old ladies and the old guys. You go to Florida, this is what old people do. They sit in a lobby and stare at everybody coming and going and comment and gossip. And so he was right. Because when somebody else bought the plaza, they put the benches back in, or the chairs. Next thing you know, there's 1,000 old men and women. It's like an old age home, and they just stare at you as you walk around. So I don't know what he'll do here. Normally, he would just defy everybody and keep him there, but he's running for president, so we'll see what happens. Let's go to Steve in New Jersey. Hey, Steve. Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Oh, hang on, that's my fault. Yes, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, no, it's Pete from Hackensack.
Close enough.
Yeah, I'd be one of those old people sitting
Steve's a better name. Why do you want to be Pete?
Even though I'm 55. Yeah, listen, it could be Trump Simone. You could be vice president.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but listen,
I don't know what the hell anybody would want that job for.
Well, you got to be careful in looking for Trump to be president on some of his issues. You have to look a little closer on his eminent domain and his one page.
Well, what do you disagree with on his eminent domain?
Well, I think eminent domain works good for the government at times, and they have to, take a house or certain things because of a highway or something.
Well, that's what he's talking about.
Well, I believe he's also mentioned about private property and private.
No. You got to watch the clips. Sometimes they edit those because it makes it sound like does Mr. Real Estate want to seize your land and put up condos? He's made it real clear, if you watch the full explanation, that he's basically saying you have to have some eminent domain. He's not talking about the New York Times weasel deal where they stole people's stores and just took people's buildings so they want to put up a skyscraper. He's saying only when you're going to build a road or you're going to build a highway or it's something the public absolutely needs. And he also said you have to make sure that people are heavily compensated for their land.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. If you look into certain issues, and I also believe he said if they're going to take it for private businesses and so on.
No, absolutely not. You're just making stuff up.
Okay. No.
Yeah, you are. I've got the clips. I've watched them over and over again. He's made it real clear.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, you definitely are. Absolutely.
One payer system that he's talking about, ethanol, that he has said it's a great thing, it's a good thing with subsidies. Again,
that he's wrong about. That he's absolutely wrong about. But listen, you got to say that when you go to Iowa. This stupid ethanol.
And tariffs. I'm just saying, Mark, be careful because.
All right, but that one he's wrong about. We got to give him that one though, because every single politician, you got to go pretend you love ethanol. You know, thank God this caucus is over. This Iowa has got to be the stupidest place I've ever seen. Is it possible? Can you get rid of a state? It's right in the middle, so I need to work that out. But what a dumb state, the most idiotic state, that just vote. You vote and put it in a ballot box. They have this stupid caucus system. The more you hear about it, you can't believe anything this dumb is allowed in the presidential process. They make this ethanol, which it turns out burns more whatever. It's more costly, worthless than anything in gasoline. Gasoline is green compared to ethanol. So what have we put up with this Iowa for? This should be our next, once this presidential campaign is over, we're going to get rid of the Iowa caucus. They're not going to be allowed to have a primary or a caucus ever again. That'll stop all this. When we come back, Monica Crowley will be with us. We'll talk to her about the campaign, the upcoming debate. There's two this week, and we'll talk to her about New Hampshire and more. Coming up on New York's News 710 WOR. Let's get to all the latest news. Here's Jeff McKinney.
And the race for president is now focused on New Hampshire, with the candidates crisscrossing the state ahead of Tuesday's primary. Donald Trump may be facing a must-win after a second-place finish in Iowa. Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, John Kasich, all fighting to stay in the race, while Rand Paul ended his candidacy this morning. Former Suffolk County Police Chief James Burke has been offered a plea deal that could land him in prison for 5 years. He's pleaded not guilty after being accused of beating up a suspect and covering it up. His attorney tells Newsday they're considering the plea deal, but they still expect to go to trial. And Police Commissioner Bill Bratton will announce today that last month was the safest January in decades. There were just 22 murders in the city last month, compared to 40 during January of 2015. The number of shootings, robberies, and other major crimes was also down. More news coming at 11 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens on the News 710 WOR. I'm Jeff McKinney.
This is Richard Wedding with your WOR forecast from the Weather Channel. Already seeing rains moving into western Connecticut through the lower Hudson Valley and across northern New Jersey. Rain expected to stay in here with us throughout the afternoon, linger through the night tonight, and taper off during the day on Thursday.